Death Valley Days.
In 1873, Panamint City, California was a town where skullduggery was a fine art. If a man wanted something, he'd go after it, face the consequences later. Such a man was Senator William M. Stewart, who wanted a ledge of silver owned by two young outlaws. The senator and the bandits were a standoff until one side taught the other how to beat a badman.
Hey, Johnny, how much that ore worth a ton?
About $700. But you gotta dig it out before you can sell it.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching. Well, let me know when you dig about $10 worth, will you?
Look, this claim reads Johnny McDonald and Jack Small. Now, we're supposed to split everything, 50-50.
Okay, so half of what you dig is yours. Who's arguing that?
Well, how come I'm doing all the digging and you're doing all the dividing?
I'm planning. Now, who thought of staking out this claim to keep us eating between holdups? You got the back, Johnny. Me, I got the brains.
Yeah, I know, but...
Now, keep digging, and when you get $10 worth, well, you can buy me supper at Delia's place.
Good afternoon, boys.
Hi, Senator Stewart.
I see you're hard at work as usual.
We're just horsing around.
It seems that's all you do between other jobs.
Well, you know, you got a big mouth, Senator.
I know. It serves me well in the Nevada Senate.
Yeah, well, in case you didn't know, Death Valley ain't Carson City.
I noted the difference. But, no matter. You own a ledge of silver. I own a smelter.
Oh, we've been through all that a couple of times before, Senator.
I know. I've ridden out with a better and final offer.
Now, what do you want our ledge for? I mean, you're already sitting on a ton of silver you can't ship out.
Thanks to men like you, yes. But one of these days, my friend, one of these days, I'll have a stage line into Panamint.
Well, now, you know, we can hardly wait. But in the meantime, we still ain't selling.
$12,000?
No, that ain't half enough. You know that.
That's a fair price for an undeveloped ledge. You have no cash to do anything with it.
Yeah, but we will if you start shipping silver out of here on wagons.
Is that your answer, too?
Well, he's the brains of the outfit, Senator.
In that case, I'd say you're in a partnership with no assets, young man.
You know, I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you plain, don't come around with nothing less than twice that price.
Well, I'll tell you plain. I won't be around again.
Oh, he ain't a bad sort. Just a little grabby, that's all.
Yeah, well, I guess we got a lot in common. Hey, come on, you said you was gonna buy me supper at Delia's place.
That isn't typical. You finally get a decent offer, and then you have to go out of your way to insult the senator.
Oh, Delia, our ore weighs in at $700 a ton. Why, he'd be stealing the claim for $12,000.
Oh, you make me so mad. It's your fault. It's always your fault.
We was both there, Delia. What'd Jack do so wrong?
What he always does. Why, he influences you. He lives your life for you. He thinks for you.
Now, wait a minute, Delia. I was doing my own thinking when I asked you to marry me.
Get out of here! Both of you, just get out!
Well, I ain't taking that from no woman. I'll see you later, Johnny.
Oh, Delia. I'm sorry.
Johnny, he's going to get into trouble someday.
No, he won't. Because I'm going to be a married man, Delia. All gentled and settled down with you.
I'd like to believe you. I'm trying. Because I love you. Yes.
Coffee, please. Miss, do you know where I can find Johnny McDonald and Jack Small?
Are you a friend of theirs?
Not exactly. I've got a little business to discuss with them.
What kind of business?
Money business, you might say.
Oh, well, then you must be a friend of Senator Stewart.
Yes, I know the senator. But why all the questions, Miss...
Donahue. Because Johnny and I are going to be married.
I see. Then you know where he is.
Well, they're supposed to be working in the butte south of town.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Donahue.
You'll probably find him, but if you don't, can I say who's asking?
Hume, James Hume. They'll be expecting me.
Smell trouble coming? You looking for us?
If you're Small and McDonald.
That's right. Who are you?
James Hume, Wells Fargo. I'm sure you boys knew I'd be coming.
No, we didn't. You know, we're a long ways from Owens Lake. Ain't that the closest your stage has come to Panamint City?
You know that as well as I. Now, the point is, I want that bullion you took off the stage there.
What bullion? We're not thieves. Jack and I got a ledge of silver. We don't have to steal.
But you did. You were positively identified. Now, either you return that gold or I'll take you both in.
Yeah, that sounds like sort of a deal.
It is. We aren't in the law enforcement business. You give it up and the rest is between you and your sheriff.
Well, now, our sheriff ain't a problem, but the gold, that is. See, it's gone. It's all gone.
I see. You boys owe Wells Fargo $4,500.
Yeah, well, we ain't got it.
Get it. I don't care how. But within the next 24 hours, you get it.
Well, I'm leaving town.
He'll follow you, no matter where you go. We gotta sell, Jack.
The Stewart fat chance.
It's our only chance. Besides, I got Delia to think about.
Well, okay, Johnny. I guess I got you in enough trouble already. But I'm not going to Stewart. I'm not going to give him the chance to laugh in my face.
I knew he'd get you into trouble. I knew it when that man came here looking for you this morning.
Delia, it's done. It's nobody's fault but my own.
What does he mean it about selling?
Oh, it galls him, but he'll do it. Provided he doesn't have to take any guff from the senator.
Well, he had to take plenty of it from Jack. Who's going to him? You? Well, he's just as angry with you. He's not mad at me. I'll talk to him.
Delia, you're better than I deserve.
They're arrogant, insolent young puffs. Both of them. They got themselves into this mess. What makes them think that I give a hoot how they get out of it?
Because you're their only hope. I can't defend them, and they'll go to jail unless they pay back the money.
Well, why should this matter to you, Miss Donahue?
Because I'm going to marry Johnny McDonald.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Except the money.
All right. Have them here in the morning.
Oh, thank you.
Understand, young lady, this is in no way an act of kindness. I want their claim, and it gives me a great deal of pleasure to get it on my terms. So until tomorrow?
Good afternoon, Senator.
I heard you were here. I was hoping it had to do with a new stage line coming in.
Well, I'm sure you know by now that I'm here on other business for Wells Fargo.
Yes, I know.
The kind of business that makes it impossible to even consider serving Panama.
I can't tell you, Jim, how much I need those wagons.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but this town is 75 miles from our depot at Owens Lake.
But you serve longer routes.
Yes, we do, but Panama City isn't on the end of the line. No, I'm sorry, but this town's got a reputation all over the West. It's all bad.
Oh, I'm sure, Jim, that...
Can't take the risk.
Jim, what would you say if I told you I was going to be forced to haul silver out of here myself?
I'd say lots of luck, Senator.
Well, we'll begin by you getting your self off my desk.
Well, you're calling the shots, Senator.
And I'm glad you're aware of that. I'll come right to the point. I'm giving you $12,000 for your claim.
Look, I told you once it's worth twice that.
That's my final offer. You can take it or go to jail.
We'll take it.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got something to say in this.
Johnny isn't going to jail because of you. Is that clear?
Look, Jack, I know it ain't fair, but it'll clear us and we'll have some left over.
It's a little more than $3,000 apiece. And that's a whole lot more than you've ever gotten before. Honestly.
Then it's settled. Will you make sure Mr. Hume gets his money, Senator?
Yes, I will. You step over here and sign these papers. I'll make out the checks.
He's gonna pay for this, boy. Is he gonna pay?
And I'm happy to get the money, Senator, but I didn't expect it from you.
It was a buyer's market, Jim. They had to sell their ledge.
How the boys feel about that?
Oh, they didn't like it. But then I don't like having to truck my own silver out of town either.
And you're blaming them?
More than anyone else in Panama.
Afraid you're asking for trouble.
Oh? Oh.
A losing seller looks for a way to get even. These two boys are just the kind to jump at the first opportunity.
Well, that's a chance I'll have to take.
Oh, come on, Jack. We've been took, and that's that. So forget it.
Let him sulk. The money's been paid, and there's nothing he can do about it.
That's what you think. Stewart did us out of $12,000, and I'm going to get it.
Well, I don't care what you do. You just leave Johnny out of your crazy scheme.
This one ain't so crazy, Delia.
I don't want to hear about it, and neither does he.
Do you, Johnny? Or has she got a ring through your nose already?
He's got something to say, Delia, and I'm going to hear him.
Now listen, the word's around that Stewart's going to haul his own silver.
Now, wait a minute,
Now wait,
Jack.
nothing. He'll be hauling more than he owes us, and it'll all be in silver bars. All for the taking, Johnny.
Like I keep telling you, I got Delia to think about.
She sure has got you buffaloed.
I gotta think of her.
Go ahead. Maybe she doesn't mind working in this crummy restaurant. Maybe she wouldn't like Virginia City or San Francisco.
Make it sound like I owe it to her.
I think you do, Johnny. I think you do.
It looks like you're going away, Johnny.
I am. For a few days. I'm doing this for us, Delia.
Does this have anything to do with the Senator's silver wagon meeting tomorrow?
Might. You said you didn't want to hear about that.
I don't. Don't tell me.
Listen, Delia. I'll send for you. We'll live in Virginia City or in San Francisco.
Call that living? With the law after us? You live that life. By yourself.
You know what you're doing.
Yes. Do you, Johnny?
Get up.
As I told you before, Miss Donahue, they're young, arrogant pups.
I know. But I love Johnny. And I couldn't sleep last night thinking he'd get killed.
Oh, your concern wasn't that they might kill me.
I didn't know you were going with the wagon, Senator.
Well, I couldn't very well ask a driver to take a risk that I wouldn't take myself. But you did the right thing in telling me.
Did I?
Yes.
Well, I don't really know what they're going to do.
Well, I do. Your young man needs to be taught a lesson that he'll never forget. He'll learn it today.
Sure you don't want me to ride along with you, Senator?
No, Jim. You go on ahead and arrange for a Wells Fargo wagon to meet us at Owens Lake.
Still think you're gonna make it, don't you?
Yep. I'll make it all right. Just be there waiting. Hey, get up.
only got one man with him.
Hey, listen, Jack. Look, I've been thinking. It's not too late. We could get back and nobody'd be the wiser.
Crazy? Come on.
I've been expecting you.
Throw down that shotgun.
I knew you were a fool. I thought better of you.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because that nice girl back in Panama has so much faith in you. She must have a reason.
Well, she's lost it. She's not waiting anymore.
I left her in my office 3 hours ago. She's waiting.
Well, that's a neat try, but it won't work. Undo that tarp, Johnny.
Look, Jack.
Now stop arguing. Snap to.
You're not man enough to make your own decisions, eh, Johnny? You know, I like your girl. Maybe she's better off rid of you.
This is no good, Jack.
You undo the other side.
Take all you can carry. It only weighs a half a ton.
Why, you miserable buzzard.
Put that thing away. Now, you hear me good. There'll be no charges. But you get on your horse and don't come back to Panama the rest of your life.
Come on, Jack.
I didn't mean you.
You didn't.
There's a good woman back there. Don't keep her waiting.
Yes, sir, Senator.
Come on, fight!
Johnny McDonald was never again tempted to steal. And as long as Panama City's bonanza lasted, Senator Stewart's wagons rolled safely to Owens Lake with a single ball of silver. Next week, another true story from our western past.